and your big Lion Mufasa hair is in my way.
Oh, I'm sorry, Candice. Would you like me to help you? I actually know this really cool hand trick.
Yeah, teach me.
Okay, come over. Okay, Candice, so this is how the unit circle works. This hand represents angle 1, okay?
Okay.
You're going to start with sine at the bottom and then cosine at the top. Sine, and then you begin with 0 on your pinky, 30, 45, 60, and 90. And for example, it's now if you're looking for the cosine of 30, you put the same finger down 30, but now you're looking at the top since cosine is at the top. So now you have square root of 3 over 2.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how that works. And now tangent, on the other hand, literally.
So, Macy, now that you've taught me the fundamentals of finding sine and cosine using the hand trick, I'm going to show you how to use tangent.
Woo!
So, in order to find tangent, all you'd have to do is put the finger down that you want to find, flip it. Yeah, you'd flip it. And then you put the square root of whatever on top over the square root of whatever is on bottom.
Oh, I see.
So, example, if you have 45, turn it in, flip your hand, and it'd be square root of 2 over square root of 2.
But Candice, you can't have a square root at the bottom, duh.
But duh, it'll equal out to be 1.
Oh, okay. So, can you give an example of that?
Yeah. So, if you have 30, flip that in and turn it over. It'd be square root of 1, but you can't have a square root of 1, so it'd just be 1 over square root of 3. But you can't have a square root on the bottom. So what you would do is have 1 over square root of 3 times square root of 3 square root of 3. See? And then so you'd have square root of 3 over 3.
Math. So fresh, so clean. Miss Hunt, she a dime. Best top of the line. Cute face, little waist with a big behind. She a dime. Best top of the line. Cute face, little waist with the big behind. Doing that advocare. I see you, girl.
So, the radians for the unit circle, well, the radians for the first quadrant would be this. So, you'd have 30 equals pi over 6, 45 equals pi over 4, 60 degrees equals pi over 3, and 90 equals pi over 2. And you're probably wondering how I got this, but honestly, all I did was memorize it, so you should do the same.
Alright, Miss Hunt's class. So this is how it goes down, alright? Watch this. Okay, so y'all see this right here? This is quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. And quadrant 1 is always going to be pi over 0. And you start off here and it's pi over 2. And then for 30, I'm just kidding, for 60 is pi over 3. 45 is pi over 4. 30 is pi over 6. And 0 is 0. Quadrant 2 is always going to be 1 less than the bottom. So you can see that these are the 3's, right? So that's going to be, it's 1 less, for example. This is 3. So it's going to be 1 less than the bottom, so it's 2 pi over 3. Over here on quadrant 3, it's the opposite. It's 1 more. So since it's 3, it's 4 pi over 3. On this side, it's going to be 2 times the bottom number minus 1. So here, 3 times 2 is 6, minus 1 is 5. So you get 5 pi over 3. Another way to memorize this, right next to the 3, remember this is the 4. And then you got your 6. So this would be really easy to memorize and something that you'll never forget if you match them up like this. So just know that the 6's are always closer, right here, closer to this line. And then the 3's are closer to this line, right here. And then you have your 4 in between. And then, Where do these go? Okay, and you got these bad boys right here. So just remember, it's always going to be these three on this side. It's always going to be with the 2. So this is 2 pi over 2. And this one's just pi. And then you have your 3 pi over 2. And they still follow the rule. Like this is pi over 2, pi over something, quadrant 1. This is still 1 less, so it's just pi. This is still 1 more because it's 3 pi over 2. And that's how you can memorize them. Because that's how Miss Hunt taught us. So.
So what you would use for your reference angles are 180 and 360. So if you're trying to find cosine of 225, you'd use 180. 225 minus 180 would give you 45. So therefore, and all you have to do is remember is all students take calculus, which means everything in the first quadrant would be positive. Sine would only be positive in the second quadrant. Tangent would only be positive in the third quadrant. And cosine would only be positive in the fourth quadrant. So this would be negative square root. It equal negative square root of 2 over 2 if you were looking for cosine. So, the next thing that we're going to talk about is cosecant, which is 1 over sine.
Secant is 1 over cosine.
And cotangent is cosine over sine.
Boom, baby.
Get it.
So that concludes our project. I hope you learned something. The unit circle ain't nothing. It's really, really easy. We sound kind of cheesy, but it feels very breezy, just like summer. Just bear with us.
The test is very easy. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Yeah, we got senioritis, but
We ain't trying to hide it.
We just trying to graduate without all the hate. So now gonna give it a try, cause we saying bye, 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 bye.